In this class, we are going to discuss about canonical form and standard form. Okay, so before going to see what is canonical and what is standard form, first we'll know the basic things in that. What is that basic thing means? This canonical form and standard form always depends upon the min terms and max terms. Okay, so it's always depends upon the min term concept and max term concept. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about first what is min term and what is max term and how to represent a min terms and how to represent a max terms. Okay, so and which operator is involved in min term and which operators are involved in max terms. Now we'll discuss all those things. Okay, first we know we need to learn about min terms and max terms. After that we are going to discuss about canonical form and standard form. Okay, so first as we know, any binary variable may represent in either in its normal form or complement form. Already you knows, right? So whatever the variables, that is, for example, I am taking some variables here. So like represent how to represent the binary variables, that is nothing but some alphabet letters we can represent the binary variable, right? So I can represent some such variables here, a b c, like x y z. Okay, so etc. That means always the binary variables represent in like this. Okay, so already you know each variable can represented in its normal form and complement form like this. For example, if you are taking a as our binary variable, so it can be represented in normal form or in its complement form. Means how to represent that? So this is the normal form, and what is the complement form? That is nothing but a complement. Okay, so already I explained in the previous class, that is nothing but if you are taking any binary variable that can represented in two formation, one is normal form and another one is complement form. Okay, so here also one variable we are considering, that may be a or x. Okay, for example, I am taking some x. Okay, so now I am considering one variable x that is in normal form is, okay, our taking the binary variable as x, but that in normal form is nothing but I'm considering this binary variable into normal form, that is x. Okay, and its complement form is nothing but x complement. So like this we can represent for x, and if you are representing for a, like this. Okay, so now consider two binary variables. Now I am considering two binary variables x and y combined with an AND operation. Okay, so it's combined with which operation? That is AND operation. It is combined with an AND operation since each variable may appear or may represent in either normal form or in its complement form. Okay, so that means if you are taking two variables that may be in the form of AND operation, so how to represent if any two binary variables combined with AND operation? Means how to represent, that is AND is nothing but always that is dot operation, that means it is multiplication operation, right? So for example, if you are having this operation, so how to represent these variables in its normal form and how to represent these variables in complement form? Means first, before going to see that AND logic operator. Okay, so what is the output operation of AND logic operator? First we'll go for that. Okay, so AND operator, how to represent? AND is nothing but we can represent, the logic diagram is like this. So this is x and this is our inputs are x and y, right here. So x and y, and what is the output operation of AND? It is combined with AND gate is nothing but we'll get x dot y. So just write it, AND operation of output. So if you are having two inputs, how many combinations we are getting totally? So four combination. So x y 0 0 0 1. So for two inputs we'll get the totally four combination, right? So 2 power n formula we'll go for that. So we'll get the totally four output combinations, sorry, input combinations, 1 0 1 1. So this is the output of the input combinations of the AND gate. So now write it, output operation here, x into y. So 0 0 0 1. You can product for these two inputs. Okay, in between product we'll do this, multiply these two inputs, so we'll get the result as becomes like this. Okay, so now we'll represent these binary variables may represent in normal form or complement form. How to represent this? X and y normal form and x and y represent in complement form, means like this we can represent. So for AND operation we'll take two inputs now. How many possibilities we are getting? 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally 4 possibilities we are getting, right? So already you know how to represent a complement form and how to represent a normal form for any binary variable means. And generally remember this point, it's very very important. The 0 is always we can represent it as complement. Okay, and next one for normal form. Okay, so this is I'm going to explain about the concept of minterm. So in that minterm, what is meant by minterm means, first we'll see that how to represent a binary variables in that minterm. Okay, so here I am taking x and y. X and y is nothing but that is combined with AND operation, will get the totally 4 combination. So if you are representing these two binary variables in its which form means, depends upon that input combinations we can represent, maybe it's in either normal form or maybe in its complement form. So how to represent mean, first we need to consider 0 as complement in minterm case. Okay, remember this is minterm case. I can consider 0 as complement, I can consider 1 as normal form. So now 0 as complement and 1 as normal form means wherever we are having the 0, that just represented as complement, and wherever we are having the 1, that is represented as normal form. Okay, so here just observe x and y. For that, for x is equal to first case 0 and y is equals to 0, right? This is the first case, but 0 both will be in complement form now. So what is the result for this variable that can be represented in x into y, x complement and y complement? We can represent like this. And depends upon input variable, depends upon binary information, we can represent this binary variables may in its either normal form or in its complement form. For that, write the second case is also x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1. So which possibility we are getting here? X is in complement form and y is in normal form, right? So x complement and y. So like that, write it 4 combinations. X equal to 1, y equals to 0, will get x, y complement. This is 0 now, I can represent complement. So next x equal to 1, y equals to 1. So then we'll get the x, y. Totally we are getting the 4 possibilities: x complement, y complement, x complement y, x, y complement and x, y. Okay, so that means each variable may appear or may represent in either normal form or maybe in complement form. Okay, so totally they are getting the 4 possible combinations. That 4 possible combinations are x complement, y complement, x complement y, x, y complement, x, y. So from the truth table we can implement this. Variables may be represented in either normal form or complement form. So how to represent means like this. So this representation we can call it as the minterm, the product of each variable. So this is the product now. The product of each variable we can call it as minterm. Okay, so what is the minterm means? The product of each minterm, the product of each variable we can call it as the minterm. So in that minterm, the 0 is always complement term and 1 is always its normal form. Remember, these two are very very important. For the minterm case, we can represent 0 as complement and 1 as normal form. Okay, and also each minterm is obtained from an which operation? AND operation. So here each minterm can be obtained from the AND terms of the n variables. So we can represent it as 2 power n combinations. No, for n variables we'll get the 2 power n combinations. Okay, so here also we are using, in minterm case we are always using the AND operation. So for n variables we can represent like this. If you are having 3 variables, for example if you are mentioning 3 variables x, y, z like that, so these 3 variables combined with AND operation, so how to get the output operation? X into y into z. So how to represent minterms for this 3 variable of input means, we'll get 3 inputs of truth table, that is 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0, like that we can represent, right? So x, y, z, x, y, z. So that means how many combinations we are getting for 3 inputs? 2 cube. That means totally we are getting the 8 combinations. So you can represent 8 combinations. After that, depends upon the result, you can write it. Okay, x complement, y complement, z complement. Next, 0 0 1, x complement, y complement, z. So like that we can represent up to 8 combinations. Okay, so a symbol for each minterm is designated by, how to represent a minterm means this is the symbol of minterm, small m, suffix j. Okay, mj. So this can be denoted by minterm. Okay, now how to represent, or what is the symbol for minterm means this is the symbol of minterm. So that means here m is nothing but minterm, and where j denotes the decimal equivalent of the binary number, that is nothing but, here we can substitute j is equals to 0 1 2 3 up to so on n variables. Okay, so like this we can represent m0, m1, m2 up to so on mn. Okay, so this is the concept of minterm. Okay, na? So how to represent minterm for two input variables means, so I can represent here, you will understand easily. So that is nothing but x, y, and here term, and here designation. Term is nothing but product term, output. Okay, so how many possibilities we are getting for two inputs? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay, so product term, what happens here? 0. That means how to write it, the product term here? That is nothing but x complement, y complement, and this one x complement y. And for this is the normal, no? X y complement, and this is x y. Okay, so this is the product term. And how to represent a designation? Designation of minterm is nothing but we can represent mj. That means m0, m1, m2 up to so on. So this is the first number, no? So m0 first input, second input, m2, m3, sorry, this is m3. Okay, so this is the designation of minterm. Remember the point. So here normal variable can represented as 1, and complement variable we can represent it as 0. That is the main concept in minterm. Okay, if you are taking 3 input variables, so then we'll go for the same procedure, but here one more input is extra, x y z. Here we are taking only 2 inputs, no? But in that while coming to 3 input variables, we'll go for the one more input extra, that is x y z. Okay, so then one more possibility we are getting in that product term also, x complement, y complement, z complement. Next, x complement, y complement, z. Next, x complement, y, z complement. So like that we can represent that minterms. Okay, minterms of product terms. And minterms we can represent it as mj, where m is nothing but minterm and j is represented as decimal equivalent for that binary number. Okay, so this is the explanation about minterm. Now we'll go for the max term. So what is meant by max term and how to represent a max term? Okay, so now we'll see that concept of max term. Okay, so here max term is nothing but it is a similar manner for n variables forming an OR term. Okay, it is a similar procedure to the minterm, but the concept is it depends upon the OR term. That means OR logic. So here minterm is represented in AND, right? So this operation is depends upon the AND logic for minterm, and for max term it will be depends upon the OR logic. Okay, so here for n variables forming an OR term with each variable being a normal or complement. Okay, so it provide 2 power n possible combinations. That means for n variable forming the n variables forming OR term with each variable, okay, so with each variable being a normal or complements. This is also represented in normal or complement. With each variable is nothing but like a b c up to so on x y z. Okay, so that means for n variables forming the OR term and each variable may be represented in normal or complement, it provides 2 power n combinations. Provide 2 power n combinations. It called max term. Remember that. Okay, so what is the min term? Min term is nothing but same difference, same definition, but n variables forming the n number of variables forming the and term. For min term, just represent the difference. N variables forming the and term of each variable may be represented in normal form or complement form, provides 2 power n combination, that is min term. Max term is nothing but the thing is extra, that is r. In the place of and we can replace r. N variables forming r term, for each variable may be represented in normal or complement, it provides 2 power n combination. So this is called as the max term. So now we'll see that. So this max term, or we can call it as the standard sum. Remember that max term is also called as standard sum. R is nothing but plus operation, no? That's why I can call it as the standard sum. And for min term we can call it as the standard product. Why it is called as standard product is nothing but AND gate output is nothing but that is dot operation, dot is nothing but multiplication, multiplication is nothing but product, no? So that's why it is called as the standard product. Okay, so min term is standard product and max term is standard sum. Okay, so now I am taking one example for this. Okay, so the max term for 4 variables or 3 variables or 2 variables, you can represent, that's your wish, up to n variables you can represent. So I am taking here 2 variables that may be represented as xy. Okay, this xy is combined with OR logic, then we'll get the result becomes x plus y. Okay, so here each min term is obtained, each min term is nothing but x and y is obtained from an OR term of the n variables. Okay, so that may be represented in complemented or not uncomplement. Okay, that may be represented in normal form or complemented form. Now we'll see that. Okay, so each min term is the complement min term or vice versa. So now we'll see that how to represent it in that normal form and complemented form. Means here in this max term the 0 can represented as normal form, and for 1 we can represent it as complement form. Exactly opposite to the min term concept, ma. So min term is nothing but 1 is normal and 0 is complement. For max term we'll take 0 is normal and 1 is complement. So now we'll see the output for the OR gate. So how to represent OR gate? Like this we can represent. It is having 2 inputs. So the product out, the standard sum is nothing but x plus y. This output is x plus y of OR logic. So now we'll see that how input and output combinations. So 0 0, how many possibilities we are getting? Totally 4 possibilities. 0 1 1 0 1 1. So 0 1 1 1. This is the output of OR logic. Now write the combinations for max term. So how to represent a product term for this? Means x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0. Then what is the max term? How to represent this product term? Means 0 is nothing but complement normal, right? So directly we can represent xy. Sorry, x plus y. This is the OR logic, no? X plus y. This is product. That's why I can represent here in between these two x into y. Okay. So here this is represented on OR logic. That's why we can represent x plus y. And for second case, x is equals to 0, y is equals to 1. Then we'll get x is normal form and y is complement. So x plus y complement. Okay. So for the third case, x equals to 1 and y equals to 0. Okay. So x is 1 means 1 complement and plus, and y is normal form, that is 0. Okay. So next x equals to 1 and y equals to 1. Then we'll get possibility becomes x complement, y complement. Okay. So this is the representation of max term. So now we'll see that designation of how to represent max term. That means which variable we can represent and what is the symbol for max term is that can be represented as capital M suffix j. Okay, a symbol for each max term is designated by M, capital MJ. So here nothing but where j is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 up to so on n variables. Okay, so that means how to represent this? M0, M1, M2, N3 up to so on Mn. Okay, a symbol for max term, it is represented by capital MJ. So now how to represent for two variables of max terms means, now write it, x, y and term, product term, sorry, here we can represent sum term. Okay, so and this is designation, max term designation. Okay, so now write it, x equals to 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So for 0, 0, how to represent? X plus y. And 0 plus 1, x plus y complement. And next one, x complement plus y. And next one, x complement plus y complement. So how to represent designation? This is the first case, no? M0, M1, M2 and M3. So this is the designation of max term. So the small difference is, here we are using OR logic, and in that min term we are using AND logic. That means that is product and this is sum. That is the first difference. And the second difference is nothing but, here the 0 can represented as normal, and in that 0 can represented as complement, and 1 is normal in that in min term, and for max term 1 is complement. That is the difference. These are the two differences we are representing. And one more thing, here sum is no, so that's why we can represent it in between two variables, we can represent it as sum operation. But in this we are representing in between two variables, we are representing that logic is dot logic. Okay, so this is the complete explanation about min terms and max terms. Okay.